Hi, it's Leslie, Seeking Sister Wife, and we're just going to jump right into the hot mess, which is Danielle, Garrick, and Natalia. And we're catching up with them as Danielle is heading out to Brazil to support her partner, and Nathalia getting married for the big wedding. She didn't want to go, and she's knocked up, but she's going because that's how she rolls. They're a family, and they support each other. And Danielle arrives at the little lovebird nest and is greeted by Nathalia with a big hug.
Just wondering where we're all at.
Natalia appeared happy to see her, but honestly, you know what I thought is like Garrick actually looked really happy to see her. I was like, oh, isn't that nice? And the big nuptials and joyous union is supposed to be happening this weekend, just in time she arrives. And oh, so interesting. I guess, Garrick has a little insight into Natalia. And I have to say, Natalia's English is coming along quite swimmingly. I can't say that for Garrick and his Spanish. Anyway, it was funny. So Natalia and Danielle don't really get along. They shouldn't be getting married at this point if they, the sister wives don't get along. But, that's just my take on it, now that I'm an expert on this sister wives union kind of thing. And I can kind of see the flaws of what's going to be a successful union and not, I feel I'm qualified enough to say that. And, if the sister wives aren't clicking, you should be putting it off. But anyway, I guess Natalia has some jealousy issues.
I think sometimes Natalia has some insecurities in herself and a little jealousy or things. So I think then she tries to put that on Danielle.
Just gonna throw this out there, Natalia. I'm thinking like polygamy is probably not, really the place for you to land. If you have jealousy issues, it's, it really doesn't sit well with that whole thing. But anyway, that's where she's at and we're pressing on. And then we get to the drama. I guess they've gone down 4 times. So they're trying to get a marriage license because it's quicker for Natalia to make it to America if she's legally married to Garrick. And I guess with 4 trips and trying to get that marriage license, who knew it was so hard, they have freaking Googled him, good old internet, and found out that he's probably on the show, and he's a polygamist, and that's a no-no. They're like, oh, no, we don't do that here. So they declined their marriage license. Big freaking deal, because now she's going to have to do the K-1 visa, which is so freaking long. So this is going to test their love to see if she can hold out and make it over here. But this was my favorite little line of questioning from Natalia.
And you, Danny? How are you feeling on Garrick wearing on me?
Like getting married to your husband and all, knowing we've been just like sleeping together for the last 6 weeks. How you feeling, Danny? And here's her response.
Good.
It kind of looks like she threw up a little in her mouth, if you're asking me. It was kind of like, ooh, I was like, too funny. I throw up a little in my mouth watching this show sometimes. So I get it, Danielle. I get it. And then it's the elephant in the room. It's the blessed baby, because babies are always a blessing, to quote Garrick, and they are a blessing. But you know what? I think I'm giving this round to Danielle, pulling out the punch with the baby. And, but Natalia's not buying this, oops situation.
Man, no surprise. No surprise. You use condom in first 2 days?
Huh?
First 2
She's
days?
saying, did we ever have unprotected sex during a fertile day?
Oh, I'm sure, yeah.
No, it's normal surprise.
Yeah.
Because you and Garrick is sex first day.
But
I'm surprised.
14 years, surprise, yes.
Okay.
No condom 14 years, baby.
That was my first thought, is how is this a surprise? If you're having unprotected sex, it should be no surprise. But now I kind of see their point. If you've always done this for the last 14 years and suddenly you find yourself all pregnant, yeah, I guess it is a surprise. So I see both sides of this. Don't really know if Natalia's buying this whole oops situation, but she does seem a little perturbed. You're kind of you're getting knocked up by my man, when we're supposed to be in wedded bliss. Yeah, she wasn't liking that. And this is what Danielle feels.
It feels like she's angry at me for being pregnant.
I think she thinks I purposely got pregnant to keep Garrick and to save our relationship.
Well, you're not the only one, Nathalia, who kind of, that thought kind of crossed my mind too. But you know what? Props to you, Danielle. Because you know what? She's fighting fire with fire. And you can see Danielle, she's like all sweet and nice and everything. But, there comes a point where she's just like, hey, you know what? Get over it.
I'm here to support Garrick. And even if Nathalia feels like she doesn't want me here right now, that doesn't matter.
Alrighty then, Danielle has come to play. Oh well, so now they're gonna have to go the K1 visa, and this is fascinating because the marriage visa, if they were technically married or legally married, it would go much quicker. So now it's gonna be a long haul to get her over. We know from watching this show for all these friggin' years, it takes a long time to get those people over here. And that's usually when everything goes south, because how often, maybe he will just keep flying over there and keeping her happy and stuff, but that was a big blow to the Garrick and Natalia union, if you ask me. But Danielle, ever the believer, I guess believes, and as many people do, and I do too, everything happens for a reason. So maybe there's a bigger plan to this.
I think with the state of where Nathalia and I are, part of me does feel relieved that there's not going to be a wedding, and I also think mine and Garrick's relationship right now, I feel like there's just a lot of things that aren't feeling peaceable right now, and so, maybe this just wasn't the route that God wanted us to go, and the K1 visa is the better option. There's a lot of thoughts.
So the bottom line is, Danielle, you won this round. Definitely got many shots in, poor Nathalia, she's got to scramble, go back to the corner and come out fighting again. Who knows what's going to happen? But anyway, if you want to follow along with this nonsense, I follow it every week. Please subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I will see you next week. Bye.